Have you ever watched someone you care about make a decision that you just know will break their heart, and all you can do is sit there helplessly as they walk straight into the storm? That's exactly how Golden State Warriors fans must feel right now, watching Kevin Durant trade away what could have been a fairy tale ending for the uncertainty of youth and untested potential. There's something deeply melancholic about witnessing a basketball legend potentially sacrifice his final shot at glory for a dream that might never materialize. The trade is done. The contracts are signed. Kevin Durant is now a Houston Rocket, and somewhere in the Bay Area, Stephen Curry and Draymond Green are probably wondering what could have been. This isn't just another NBA transaction. It's a story about roads not taken, second chances missed, and the cruel reality that in professional sports, there aren't always do-overs. The trade that broke hearts in two cities when the Phoenix Suns shipped Durant to Houston for Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, and the 10th overall pick. They didn't just move a superstar. They potentially sealed the fate of a basketball legend's final chapter. At 36 years old, with his $194 million contract entering its final year, Durant has essentially rolled the dice on a franchise that's never quite figured out how to get over the championship hump. The package Phoenix received feels almost insulting when you consider what they gave up. Durant isn't just any player. He's a future Hall of Famer who averaged 26.6 points, 6 rebounds, and 4.2 assists this past season while shooting with precision of a Swiss watchmaker. Trading him for potential rather than proven talent speaks to either desperation or a fundamental misunderstanding of what Durant brings to a championship chase. But here's what makes this story truly heartbreaking. Durant had a choice. He could have returned home to Golden State, where championship banners hang from the rafters with his name on them, where the system knows how to maximize his brilliance, where Curry's gravity and Green's defensive intensity create the perfect ecosystem for Durant's scoring artistry. Instead, he chose Houston, a team that talks a big game but has never delivered when it matters most. The Warriors' last dance that never happened in Golden State didn't just casually express interest in their former superstar. They made a real push, reportedly offering Jimmy Butler in a straight swap to bring Durant back for what could have been one of the most emotionally satisfying championship runs in NBA history. Picture this alternate reality. Curry, now in his mid-30s and still crafting magic from beyond the arc green, the emotional heartbeat who never lost his championship hunger. And Durant, older but still lethal, returning to complete unfinished business. The basketball world would have stopped to watch this reunion unfold. The Warriors needed exactly what Durant provides, a reliable second scoring option who can create his own shot when the offense breaks down. Durant needed exactly what Golden State offers, a championship caliber system of players who understand how to win when the pressure reaches its peak. Instead of this basketball poetry, we're left with what feels like a tragic miscalculation that could haunt everyone involved. Houston's championship mirage, the Rockets, want us to believe they're ready. They point to their 52-win season and second seed in the Western Conference as evidence of their readiness to compete at the highest level. They showcase their young core, Alperen Sengun, Jabari Smith Jr., Tari Eason, as a foundation for something special. But here's the brutal truth that no one wants to acknowledge. Regular season success means nothing if you can't perform when the lights shine brightest. Houston's first-round playoff exit against the Warriors told us everything we need to know about this team's championship readiness. 7 games against the very team Durant could have joined, and the Rockets couldn't close the deal. Their inexperience showed, their inconsistent scoring haunted them, and their young players wilted under playoff pressure. Sengun, despite his impressive regular season numbers of 19.1 points, 10.3 rebounds, and 4.9 assists, struggled against Draymond Green's veteran savvy. This isn't a criticism of Sengun's talent. He's genuinely gifted, but highlights the gap between potential and playoff performance. Durant's arrival certainly addresses Houston's scoring concerns, but basketball isn't math. You can't simply add talent and expect championship results. Chemistry matters. Experience matters. Knowing how to perform when everything is on the line matters more than anything else. The cruel mathematics of championship windows at 36. Durant doesn't have the luxury of patience. Every season that passes without a championship is another opportunity lost forever. The NBA doesn't wait for young players to mature or for team chemistry to develop naturally. Championship windows open and close with merciless efficiency. The Western Conference remains absolutely brutal. Denver isn't going anywhere after winning their first championship. The Lakers, with LeBron and Davis, remain dangerous despite their age. The Clippers, when healthy, can compete with anyone. Even the Warriors, despite their recent struggles, possess championship DNA that can't be taught or replicated. Does Houston have enough firepower to navigate this gauntlet? Their regular season record suggests they might, but playoff basketball is an entirely different animal. It rewards teams that have been to the fire together, that understand how to respond when adversity strikes, that possess a collective memory of what it takes to win 4 playoff series in a row. Durant chose to bet on potential over proven success, on youth over experience, on hope over championship pedigree. It's a romantic notion, but championships aren't won on romance. The Golden State ghost that will haunt this decision every time Houston struggles offensively, every time their young players make crucial mistakes, every time they fall short in big moments. Durant will be reminded of what he left behind. The Warriors offered him something infinitely valuable, a proven path to championship contention with players who already know how to maximize his impact. Curry's supernatural shooting ability creates space that makes every offensive possession easier. Green's defensive versatility and leadership provide the backbone every championship team needs. The Warriors system, refined over years of success, understands how to put Durant in positions where he can be most effective. Houston offers promise and potential, but the NBA playoffs don't accept IOUs. They demand immediate excellence from players who understand what championship pressure feels like. The final chapter that may never be written, this isn't just about Durant's immediate future. It's about how his legendary career will be remembered. 2 championships with Golden State established him as one of the game's elite players. But that third championship, the one that might cement his legacy among the absolute greatest, feels further away than ever. If Houston fails to contend this season, Durant faces another crossroads with even fewer attractive options and less time remaining. The Warriors' offer might not come again. The chemistry that once existed between Durant, Curry, and Green might be irreplaceable. Durant chose hope over history, potential over proven success, youth over experience. It's a decision that speaks to his competitive spirit and belief in his ability to elevate any situation. But it's also a decision that could leave him with profound regrets about the championship that got away. The basketball world will spend the next season watching this experiment unfold, hoping for Durant's sake that his gamble pays off. But there's something undeniably sad about watching a legend potentially sacrifice his final shot at glory for a dream that might never become reality. Sometimes the most heartbreaking stories in sports aren't about failure. They're about the roads not taken and the second chances that slip away forever. What do you think about Durant's choice? Are you rooting for this Houston experiment to succeed? Or do you feel the same melancholy about what might have been with Golden State? Share your thoughts below and hit that like button if this story tugged at your heartstrings the way it did ours.